We don't get a lot of visitors.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats.
Searching for repair bay. Damage to navigation systems detected. Attempting to return to designated repair bay. Error. Navigation systems have determined attempting to Mr.
Fancy threads. You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. That's the word, extortion.
Huh? Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stick. The war! I'm talking about... Just my luck. Auto. When the swarms of mechanicals come... I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from... I've been gathering up... enlistment fees. They have... The scout must not be permitted to... Mechanical's got a week... Go on.
You the new worker? Whatever. Foreman Granger. Shit. Silas still on about that. Because they're not my fees. I could do without the sarcasm. Law requires Shame, though. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Just between the two of us. Not half as awful as... Suicide's a crime. I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene... All I know is... I'm just...
What can I... Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice cert... Go ahead. What can I do? You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's golden teeth. That's unthinkable. I can't ask Silas to dig up... Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Eugene was not a suicide. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime. It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you...
Yes, what? I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside, I do have a proposition that may interest you. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. So you'll consider it? It's a handwritten... Thank you.
Searching. Navigate attempting. Navigate attempting to.
Any progress on that? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French! Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next... But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself... Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a... Oh, I'm fairly competent at hack... Fantastic. Let me get my things in order, and I'll catch up with you. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale. I'll meet you on the ship.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this with us. The grease... Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker? Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. Scripture tells us that nothing happens without reason. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, Former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith.
Are you setting off for the Vale? I mean, if that's all right.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins.
Well, I am glad to hear that.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. It's just... To Mr. Thompson, a person... Life's hard here. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take... I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you got him, that's what my dad... I've always felt weird in here. It's too...
I'll meet you on...
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to... That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes or pretty universal here.
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan. The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson. You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us. We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion. I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the...
Hey, lovely to see you about.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself. Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some... And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. Abernathy was sick? What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. But you... Every now... I... Works... For... Oh, no. If the...
Where are we headed?
Searching for...
I could probably fix... Take your time. Yep, I see the problem. There we go.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating.
I don't reckon Jeremy understands the concept of trade.
Spacer's Choice reminds all.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy. When I was little...
Bring us honor, so... You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? You're a passing fair soldier. Can teach... Sharp, ain't it? On the double...
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
We making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another zero-G. And your rations yet?
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. You ever want to... Fun. Times come on. I've been after... If you die...
Watch out! Okay! Mr. Thompson said to talk with Miss McDevitt before doing anything here? Where are we headed?
Unexpected.
Here they come! Everyone all right? Be right there. All right, I'm on the move. I'm going. Coming. Incoming! Ready when you are.
So. Oh, sure, yeah. Hey, just talk to Adelaide.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson. Like everything else that comes. He would do such a... Cannery's got a... If you... I trust you will listen to your conscience. Anything... That's not strange, but... This is the... Is that a new settlement? Ah. Maybe I do. Listen. No. You carry on about coming here from another world. I'm listening. I am getting old, you know. My dear. A little prattling. What makes you say that? This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts... If you think Reed does anything in good faith... Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day. And he would never... This is my home. That's because Reed was my boss. My son worked in that... I could not possibly... I'm li...
Had your rations yet?
My offer remains standing should you reconsider. Thank you. Remember that... If you could see your way to getting us our power back, I'd appreciate... Go ahead. It is my job to keep two eyes on... I'm trying to remember... Adelaide was our only... Begging your pardon. Were it up to me, friend... Oh, we've scavenged together.
Assault beginning.
Here they come! Got 'em all! Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
Unexpected.
Incoming!
Processing. Unauthorized person.
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the grid?
Get away! No, just leave me alone. You're not You can... Of course. Oh. I specialize in... Look. You know, I discovered a flaw. Yes, that's it. There's a... Oh. Funny thing. The tail. Jimmy'd open the... Mechanicals... I was on...
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Get ready!
Patrol performing in area. Forming an area.
Let's go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil? That's the last. I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Do you understand what... I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it... Edgewater... Sorry, I didn't... Really?
the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces, and this is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of... Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over. And you tell... As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return. Those are my terms. You offering to cross Reed off? Kill Reed if you must.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool... I trust Adelaide... Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best... The very notion is just... We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse. You might... I expected as much. Go ahead.
Look at that. Tell Reed that I can make... I have... Then I'm a Spacer's... I don't believe... You are disparaging our... We are... I don't understand. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in... Adelaide has been using dead bodies. What are... You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my... I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague. I have always tried to do right by my... A couple months ago...
No such thing as an honorable resignation. I don't know.
Look at that. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we... You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping... You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater.
Keep your wits about you.
Sorry, I'm just trying to... Whoa! I seen you wander... Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you... Fact is, I'll take all the help I can get. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical
Those are good. My dad kept a copy.
I know the old... Would you? Adelaide said... What's on your mind?
What's eating you?
I'm glad. No kid. Look at. I appreciate. Well, don't keep. Ain't that just too? Sure. No kidding. The geothermal plant? That's a complete set.
I'm glad we could help.
Never let... Marauders can't see us.
Don't see why Thomas... Something I can help? Nothing.
Huh?
Keep your wits about you.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Is this your ship? Oh, my stars, she is just so handsome. Oh, gosh. Well, I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's... Oh, it's kind of you to say that. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But... can I come with you? And if you ever need a... Yes! Captain. I can call you Captain now.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. What can I do for you? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you.
I could spend... So... No. That's... My parents...
What can I do for you? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an... Welcome back. Also... We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kilkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in...
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, welcome back. How can I... The unit... Goodbye. And...
Something... What? Oh. I thought...
By very... What? I have run... What? Well, you do. That seems a danger. Bacone. The story.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named June. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. I don't got much experience. Thanks, Captain. Did you want to talk about something else?